What is going on, everyone? This is my top 5 weapons in Splatoon. So, my opinion, you may differ in some of your weapon choices, but first I have to say I am an A-rank player, and as well as I am primarily a shooter guy, and so really didn't include any rollers or paintbrushes in my top 5. So without further ado, here we go. Number 5 is, and I have to say this is for ranked matches, not for turf war. Turf war may be completely different 5 because these may not be the best for covering ink, but for those ranked matches where those duels, flanking opponents, covering splat zones, securing your splat zones, this is what my top 5 will be. Number 5, the N-Zapper 89. This is a splat zone covering beast. It has the sub as a sprinkler, which is one of the best sub weapons in the game for splat zones. I know that if you played splat zones, you've seen those sprinklers stuck in obscure, annoying places. The sprinklers distracts your opponents for easy kills, as well as almost gives you a 5 against 4 advantage in covering splat zones. The sprinklers as a sub and the ink strike, very, very good in reclaiming splat zones. And what's great about this gun is with those two special and sub weapons, you also have a gun with a high fire rate. The downfall is the damage is a little weak, and I think it takes 4 to 5 shots. I think it's 4 shots to kill, which is a little lower. All right, that's number 5. Number 4, the E-Liter 3K. Any version of the E-Liter 3K, the scope, or just the standard, the custom E-Liter 3K. These chargers are a beast, almost OP. If someone really knows how to use this gun, you can really cover your opponent's back because of the range. The range pretty much at the maximum. You can cover an entire splat zone area, depending on the map, with the E-Liter 3K. Charge speed is the lowest, but the range and the damage more than makes up for that. Number 3, Splatter Shot Pro. This is a great gun because it has a longer range than the regular splatter shot, and the sub splat bomb, very effective. It throws out and it detonates a little quicker than the suction bomb. And of course, the ink strike, once again, pretty good for splat zones. Downfall to this is it has a slightly lower fire rate than the splatter shot, which is the sort of medium gun. But the range offsets it a bit. So that is the Splatter Shot Pro at number 3 for me. Number 2, the .52 Gal Deco version. This, if you're an aggressive player, this gun will suit you well. 2-shot kill, a 2-shot kill. And the fire rate, although it looks relatively low right here, when you're playing, the fire rate isn't really that bad. This gun can take out an opponent relatively quicker than most guns in the game. The Sub Seeker is an average sub weapon. You can just jump over it if you see one coming, but if you're not quick to it, the Sub Seeker can get you pretty well. And so a plus for this gun is its high damage, as well as the fire rate isn't too bad, the 52 Gal. Which leads me to my number 1 gun. Nope, it's not the .96 Gal. I used to be a primary .96 Gal user until I got to A- and above in the rankings. You can forget about this gun. You're gonna get splatted left and right because of the low fire rate. So the .96 Gal isn't even in my top 5. The number 1 gun in the game is this right here. the Tentatek Splatter Shot. It has a great fire rate relative to the damage, and this gun wins most one-on-one battles. Because of it's your average gun in the game, but the fire rate combined with the damage makes this gun very, very dangerous. The only downfall to this gun is it has an average range. It has an average range, which against your, say you have a 96 gal user or a Splattershot Pro user, they can stay at a farther distance and still get you. That's the only negative with this gun. Also, with certain guns, your movement speed slows down. With a Tentatek Splattershot, doesn't really affect your swim or movement speed. And what makes this gun even better than just having a great one-on-one ability, the sub-suction bomb, where you can just throw it and weed out opponents. They have to move out the way because it has a higher blast radius than, say, the sub-splat bomb. In addition to the suction bomb, this gun has, in my opinion, the best special in the game, especially for splat zones, the Ink Zuka. The Ink Zuka can single-handedly flip a match upside down. If your team has a splat zone covered, you're losing the splat zone, charge up your special, your Ink Zuka, find a good spot where you know that you'll be safe firing it, and just wail away. They have to run. Even if you don't know where the opponents are, just when an opponent sees that an Ink Zuka is being fired, they stay covered in the ink. Unless they're close to you and they're flanking you. If they're flanking you now, you can get splatted real easy if you're not aware of when you're using the Ink Zuka. But if you're in a safe spot, this gun, even just the fact that it buys your team time. When an opponent knows that an Ink Zuka is being launched, they just stay in one spot hidden in the ink. They don't move. They're quiet because they don't want to get splatted. And so it buys your team time, as well as you're splatting opponents from a high distance. Tentatek Splattershot, #1 gun in Splatoon, in my opinion. All right, and so that's my opinion. What I'm gonna do at the end of this video, you can check out another one of my rank. This is an A rank match. Check it out. You can see me in action in Splatoon. If you're not subscribed, make sure you click subscribe below to stay up to date on all things Nintendo. Until next time, I will see you guys later.